Hi Julia, what's here? Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to have another look at the Floral Finery 2 from Sentimentally Yours, which is the brand new release this month. I'm going to this time use the Dotty tips, and the Dotty tips has got debossed detail on the tips of the flowers, hence the name. And as before, which I've explained to you, there are A6 die sets, and you get 4 different sizes of 4 petal flowers and 4 different sizes of 6 petal flowers. Obviously with the Dotty tips, the dots are ever so slightly different in patterns because of the different shapes of the leaves. So that's Dotty tips. We're also using the Perfect Petals, which again has debossed detail, but they're lines, and again you can see that with the 4 petal it's all over, and with the 6 petal it's just on the tips. We are going to use the 6 petal flowers in this demo, not the 4, just for a change. And as always, as with the previous 2 videos that I've done, we're using the Whimsy Foliage because there's only one foliage collection in this new release, but you've got plain leaves, and then you've got leaves which cut out a lacy detail on them. You can see there from the dies the cut lines that gives you the lacy detail. So we're going to use the plain ones on this. So that's what we're using from this. We're also going to be using some other dies as well, and we'll come to that as and when. Now, we're going to make a 7 by 7 inch card. So for my card blank, 7 by 7 inch card is normally 6 3/4 inches, so because it goes in a 7 by 7 envelope. So it's a proper card, opens and everything. I've cut the a mat which will fit in there from the Chocolate Bliss card from Sentimentally Yours, and I should say you'll find the new dies over at my website juliawattscrafts.co.uk, and you'll also find them over at Honeypot Crafts as well. And the Chocolate Bliss, I don't think I've got it in stock. I don't stock much card because I don't like sending out fat objects with card because the card gets damaged. So I think you need to get that from Honeypot. But it looks almost black on the screen, but it is chocolate, and it's a really lovely brown. And it's just something different from using black. So that's the debossed double stitch squares. Then I've cut just with a trimmer, a mat out of the pure white. And then I found, you know, because I'm using things that I've already cut, I found a double deboss square cut from this card, which I don't know the name of, lilac or lavender, something or other. It is the Sentimentally Yours card, and that's going to go on there like so. So those are my mats, and this is 6 inches square. Now I could have used the nude layer differently for this one, but this was already cut, so that's why we're using it. Also already cut, I've got some pieces from my Intricate Tiles die, which is one of the texture dies. I do have this in stock over on my website, and yours will come on with a magnetic sheet. Quite often design team don't get a magnetic sheet with their dies, because we get things ahead of time. But yeah, Intricate Tiles. So I had one of those already cut, so you can see I've just trimmed out some corners. So I've got one corner for there, and I've got one corner for there, so we're going to use those. So let's get this stuck down already, and then it can be flattening, and then we'll look at some of the newer stuff. So I am going to, am I going to scribble? I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to secure them actually just in the dot. I think that's all we need to do because it's less fiddly, and we'll just do that like so. because a lot of it's going to get trapped by other things that are going on there. Doesn't really matter where I put them because it's a square, I can move things around. I do want to make sure that I'm straightish, and so the tips are along the edge. Push down in the middle so that it sticks. Hopefully it doesn't seep out. And then we'll pop this one on this side here. I love the texture dies. You can snip into them and do all sorts of different things with them. Put them on the back of things. Right, okay, so that's going there. I like that. And then we're going to pop this onto my background piece, and then we're going to glue it to the chocolate, and then I'm going to stick that underneath my mat so it can be flattening out while we do something else, rather than putting it on foam tape and straight onto my card. I don't want it to warp, although this card is really... What have I done? Put the glue on the wrong piece. It's all right, don't panic. Oh, that was lucky. That was lucky. Need to concentrate, Julia. It's suddenly gone very dark because I think it's going to rain more. Right, we're not going to put glue on that, we're going to put glue on this. Honestly. I don't have a brain at the moment. It's just mush. So at the moment it doesn't really matter where you put it because it's a square and you can move things around. So we don't have to overthink which way we want it to be. Just want to make sure it's straight as we can get it. And then that's going to go underneath my mat. I've got a piece of MDF under my mat and that's going to flatten. Right, so for the focal piece, I'm using the Graceful Squares from the Layered Differently. And the Layered Differently will be available beginning of November on my website because Phil's ordered some more. So you'll be able to find the two, the Graceful and the Regency Squares, and the two rectangle sets as well. And when I know a date, when I know they're coming in, then I'll load the stock. And they'll also be available at Honeypot Crafts as well. Okie dokie. Right, so I've used... Which size did I use? I can't remember. Not the smallest one. I used... Did I? Yes, I must have done. I must have used the smallest one because that fits in there, doesn't it? Remember, these aren't uniform. And then I think I've missed two, and then I've cut that one there. So I haven't used the largest, I've missed two to cut the front, okay? Obviously these are face up because it means I can just pop them back in again. And then, so that's cut my frame out of pure white card. And then, using the Chocolate Bliss card, I've actually used the next but one smallest. And I've just cut that out, and then I've run it through the Quintessentially Quilted embossing folder, and then I don't have to figure it out, you know, too hard where it's got to go, because there's a little bit of leeway because it's a little bit bigger, so I can pop that on there like that. So that's going to be my background. So we're going to put some tape on that, and I've got some of my trusty Creative Expressions mounting cushion, which is just fabulous. It's still one of my favourite products. So you can cut it however wide you want it, and you can get it to go round corners, which is just fab. Peel the back off, both sides, and then we can run it around graceful frame, all in one piece. And it's very forgiving as well, because if it goes down in the wrong place, you can fetch it up without tearing your card. If you want it to be deeper, you just take the backing off a whole sheet, off a whole sheet twice, and then stick those two pieces together. I hope that makes sense. And then it can be deeper. It's just I think they used it to stick the rubber stamps on the U-mount. I don't know. Anyway, it's a byproduct of making stamps, I think. And it's very useful. I just need a little bit more. Oh, perfect. That little bit. Perfect. Right. And I might as well stick it on this way. That should be right. Yep. Cool. Right, so that's ready to go on my background in a minute. Don't need to worry about that. Let's put it like that. Let's do our bit of stamping. So out of the Graceful Squares, we've got these 3 circles in the centre, which are perfect for sentiment. So we've got the largest one out of that lilac card, and then the next one we've got out of the pure white card, and then the sentiment I've chosen is from, where's my stamp set? It's from the Sunflower Parade script sentiments, and we're going to have a wonderful day. I am going to do it in my stamping platform because I don't trust myself these days, because I do want it to be fairly central. I have got the stamping platforms in stock on my website. There's a reminder again. And I've got spare magnets, and I've got these sheets are great because they help you line things up, and they also, if you are stamping off, it means you keep this white foam underneath nice and clean, and you can use them again and again and again and again. They come in a pack of 50, so they're going to last you a very long time. Or share with a friend. You can do that. So have a wonderful day. Again, this is from the Sunflower Parade. Let's see if we can get this on here. Will it fit? Just about fits. Just about fits. So we can put a magnet down there. Like that. On there. On there. So 3 magnets will do. And we're going to stamp this in Pinecone Versifying Clay. Is that going to be? Hang on a minute. I'm going to move it over slightly, because it's on a, that was on a pierced. I don't want it to go on the pierced dots, if I can help it. It will just fit. Try again. Yeah, I'm going to do it in Pinecone Versifying Clay, because then that will tone in nicely with the Chocolate Bliss card. Another combination with the Chocolate Bliss that's really nice is the Hot Pink card. That works really well. Pink and purple. Oh, not that pink and purple. Pink and brown work really well. You shouldn't need to stamp this more than once. Should be fine. Yep, perfect. Okay. Put that away in a minute. just leave that a second, just so that it doesn't, I don't make a mess of it. And we'll come on to our flowers. So I've got my flowers all ready, but I cut an extra one. So I got carried away, cut an extra one. So from the, let me find them. So we're using the 6 petal flowers. So I would suggest that because of the debossed detail that you actually, I've got a Quilted Creations Go Power Cut and Emboss, and I've used my metal shim as well as my 2 normal cutting plates, and then you get a deeper deboss. On mirror card it shows up beautifully regardless, you don't need to do it, but on normal card I think it just looks much better with it when it's a bit deeper. So here we've got the this one stuck together, the Perfect Petals, which is this one, and then here we've got the Dotty tips. I think this might be my favourite. I do like the plain one. The plain one is a firm favourite. And then I'm using the Sensational Stamens 2 again, because I really like the stamens in the centre of the flowers. You could just cut the smallest flower in the set and put that in the centre. That would work as well. So we're going to quickly shape this. I'm going to go through this again, just because not everybody watches all the videos anyway. So just taking a ball tool and just dragging it down on a shaping mat, and that puts a bit of texture in it, and then you turn it over, and when you push it down, let's do the small one, it kind of pops up in the middle. That's how you get your shape. So we do this as well with this. Oh, all right, do it on the back. Well, don't press too hard though, because you don't want to get rid of those lovely deboss lines. And we'll press in the middle there. And then for the stamens, just do circular motions on the circle, and then they'll pop up just like magic. And we're going to have the white one on the bottom. Like so. And then I'm going to offset. You could use, I like to use the same size, but you could go down a size and then you'll see more of the one underneath. There's so many different combinations, and you can mix the 6 petal and the 4 petal on the same flower as well. You know, there's just so many things. You can have a flower that's got, you know, the lacy tips on it as well. It's never ending. And then you can bring in the Floral Finery, the first collection, and add some of those in as well. They're never ending. Then in the centre, all we're going to do is pop a white pearl. You do need a reasonable amount of glue, not loads, but a good amount, because it's cupped and the pearls are flat backed. They won't come into contact with the glue if it's They won't come into contact with the glue if there's not enough of it, because the pearl can't go concave. It can't go into the cup. I use my fingers. I know Phil uses the flat tweezers. I use my fingers. And then you've got really pretty flower. Really pretty. It is really nice to mix and match the different finishes on the Floral Finery. So I've got 6 flowers here, 3 different sizes, all with the 6 petal. And you can see that I put the 8mm in all of them, because they do fit in the cups of the stamens. Right, let's get our card back out, and we will pop our frame on. Oh no, I've got to put it on the card first. That's a good idea, isn't it? Let's get it on the card first. Make sure it's opening the right way. I'm going to have it this way. We're going to have the flowers here and here this time. And we're going to leave these nice and empty-ish. And I'm going to go for the 1mm foam tape again, so it's not too deep. You can put it just on flat if you want to. And we'll have one across the middle because nobody likes a saggy middle. You can use your tweezers to, or your pokey tool if you've got no nails. I've never managed it that way. I always use my nails. Nice one. Can you? Oh, take the tearing. Well, I'm trying to do it too fast. That's probably what it is, isn't it? Right, stand up and see if we can get this straight. I'll take it that way, don't I? I'll just double check again. Sorry, I've knocked the camera. Right, I'm going down. Okie dokie. Right, let's get our focal point on. Obviously, we've got a little bit of tape showing. We've got no pierced lines showing. That's the important thing. So it'll grab that. Looks like almost like from this side it looks like chocolate. Let's show you. I know it's got glue on it now, but it looks like a bar of chocolate, doesn't it? Not that I eat much chocolate, but that's what it looks like. Right, put the lid on because I'm not sure what I want to do next. So now obviously you've got a choice as to whether you have the sort of indented bit like that, or whether you have it like that. I like it like that because I like the quilted going to as a diagonal, but obviously if you wanted to, you could have it like that. It's just a different option, but we're going to have it this way because this is the way I'm thinking. So let's see if we can get this middle-ish. Again, my fingers are always in the way, so I can't really tell. We're going with that. That's what we're going with. Okay. And then we've got, I want to like that a bit further up, but never mind. Never mind. It is what it is. I know what I'm going to do above it. We'll put some pearls above it to make it not so high up, not so low down rather. There's always ways around it. I do think my stamp needs a bit of a clean, unfortunately, but never mind. I'll put a little bit of tape on this just to raise it up a bit. I'm going to have that slap bang in the middle, hopefully, like so. And then we're going to bring in our flowers. So, as always, we're going to have a little cluster. I like 3 and 3. I'm a creature of habit. And we're going to have, we'll have the bigger one on the bottom and the smaller one on the top, like that. We'll have the, and up there we're going to have the bigger one on the top and the smaller one on the bottom, like so. I I think that's where we're going to have it. Ooh, pretty, pretty. Right. Let's get these stuck. Do all the gluing at once. Try and speed it up a bit. This is really, really simple. Something that's really nice as well, when you put your background dye on, your texture dye, wait for the glue to dry properly. I mean, I know we didn't put much glue on, but wait for it to be really, really dry, and then you can run this background piece through an embossing folder, and this die cut kind of ends up getting embossed and sitting in the card a bit, you know, more snugly, and that's a really nice thing to do, especially if you do a different embossing folder to the one that you've used here. I thought about doing that, but I thought no, for once we won't do that, because I have done that quite a bit. It may or may not be on a video because I can't remember. It will be on a video again probably at some point, because kind of techniques come around and end up being done again and again. Let's have him underneath or on top. Underneath. I want to keep that, I want to still be able to see that, and then we put, that's going to be a little one there, isn't it? We put that one there. This is why Phil uses glue gel, because he can get dimension around the frames, but I don't like glue gel, so I don't use it. It's very good for repairing dishwasher handles though, if they break. I've done that before. Right, okay, so that's that. Let's get our leaves now. So I wonder if, rather than having them come out there, we have them not too many, or maybe not at all. No, perhaps have just a couple coming out there like that. How does that look? That looks a bit weird, actually. That doesn't look too bad. We could do that. Let's do that. And I've said before, you know, it's quite handy having a camera to be able to see how things are going to look. If you haven't, which you probably haven't, or you might not, just take a photograph and have a look. Do your layout, take a photograph, have a look, see if you like it. Or take several photographs in several different positions, and then figure out which one you do really like. Yeah, that's not too bad. Let's do just a couple of small ones down here. So this is your Whimsy foliage. So we're going to just mirror the same thing as above. If I can figure out which way it's got to go, this way. My window again. It's really weird. It's like we've got a ghost. We haven't, but it sounds a bit weird. It's not the cat. The cat is in here, and he was snoring earlier, and he's not now. He's obviously proper dreaming. That's got to be tucked in more because it's. Do we want any more leaves? Do I want some more leaves coming out of there? I could have some more. Let's have some more. I don't want to have them over this bit because I'm going to put some pearls on this bit. So we're just going to have foliage coming out of here, just to fill the corner in. That's nice. We don't have to put pearl in the corner then. And just do one at the top. Oh, moved. This will stick eventually. It's nearly stuck. It's not as bad as on mirror card. Mirror card took a while. I quite like that. Right, so to finish off, what I want to do is put a pearl in the centre of all of these. And I think what we might do is use the teeny tiny ones. So I've been very good and not covered them up. It makes it look quite special, and we're going to put one there, and one there, one there as well, so it doesn't look so empty at the top. Okay, let's see what we've got in here. I've probably got big ones coming out now, because I don't want the big ones. I want the teeny tiny ones. Ah, there are some teeny tinies. But what I might do is put a 5mm in each corner and then put the teeny tinies 3mm on the others. So we're definitely going to have a 5 there. That's going to be a teeny tiny. Hopefully I haven't got too much glue oozing out. Honestly, if you've not got one of these pickup tools, I highly recommend them. I think I might put too much glue for just the teenies up there. There's a 5. That's got to be a 5. So if you're wondering what to do with your teeny tinies, oh, it's 2 stuck together there. Any more? There's a lot of glue on that one. Obviously the glue dries clear and matte, but you don't want to have too much glue seeping out. Where's that one? What are we doing? We need 2 more. There they are. Makes it look really posh, doesn't it, having loads of pearls? There's not loads. There's quite a few, but not loads. And I really want a teeny tiny there. But there is too much glue there. Hang on, let me see if I can get rid of some glue. So it doesn't ooze out quite so much. Just want the teeny tinies, that's the thing. Here we go. I just think it'll look cute with them one either side. That's straight-ish. Yep. Happy with that. What do you think? Probably, actually, I don't really like the pearls, but it's at the top. Now I've done it, they're there, they're staying. I do like the pearls on the centres here, though. I think they work really well. They're really pretty. That turned out quite nice, hasn't it? I quite like that. Quite happy with that. Right, so you can find the new Floral Finery over on my website, juliewattscrafts.co.uk. And there are other videos for you to watch. I'll give you the link in a minute. Honeypot Crafts, you'll find them there as well. Do like and subscribe on my YouTube channel. That's where you are right now. And I do like to read your comments. It's great to hear from you. And don't forget, support small businesses. And do check out my other videos. There's at least another 2 with the new Floral Finery. And I hope you've enjoyed that. I'm really happy with how that's turned out. Thank you for watching.